And we're here now. Okay. Hi. We're the Trauma guys.
Trauma guys.
And we're back. We're here to talk today a little bit about gun control. No, actually, we're not at all.
No, we're not doing
That's a joke. None of that. We're here to talk to you today about the dark side of the ring. Okay. And sometimes you can get caught up and get pulled into the dark side.
the dark side of it. And what do you think happens on the dark side of the ring?
Bad stuff. So we're going to talk a little bit about.
Is that the side where all the people who have the horrible seats sit? The dark side of the ring.
Yeah. So we're going to talk a little bit about Jimmy Superfly Snuka.
Snuka.
Okay, this is about the murder that happened to his girlfriend Nancy, and we're just going to say it out front before we even get to review the rest of this. He did it.
He did it.
He killed her, and just plain and simple, the facts lead to that. And to all the people out there who want to talk to a little bit, if you haven't watched this episode, it's okay to do so. And just like us, we were Superfly fans just because it was Jimmy Superfly Snuka. He did a lot. But to know this about him, Jimmy was kind of a jackass.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, man. He, great wrestler, man. He put on a good show, and I enjoyed watching him. But then to watch that whole episode, and then how that whole thing transpired, and how he got away with it.
Yeah, he basically got away with murder. And Jimmy was he liked the cocaine. He liked the attention, but he also liked the control. And
from what we're finding out, he was covering these shows.
Yeah, he was pretty much a control.
Everybody liked the cocaine.
Yeah. So pretty much what we found out is that, he had beat her before many times.
Yep.
All right. He had and the cops had been called, and he got off. He went to jail, got out, and it was just washed away.
Yeah.
It wasn't the first time, and there were so many different stories. Oh, he had this story about how she died. She had that story about how she died. And some people want to say, well, it's not the Jimmy I know. Well, maybe that person is a person that you see up front, but a lot of times you don't know how somebody is when they're with their significant other or in that dark corridor of wherever they are in their mind.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he said she wasn't feeling well. He left her, and then he left the hotel, and then he went, and then he came back, and she was dead. Well, I guess there was some head trauma. He said she fell and hit her head on the way to the wrestling. It was just weird, man. Then they had the secret meeting, and the whole time, right, they would interview this detective through this episode, and the detective, was doing all this and looking around, and he was. I mean, he just looked like. I mean, he's obviously still benefiting from that payoff. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Those guys had to have gotten paid off. There's just no way. It's pretty cut and dry.
Yeah, Vince McMahon got him off.
Yeah.
And I don't care what you say, and you want to say,
yeah.
Oh, well, I don't see Vince. Are you kidding me? Vince didn't want to destroy his business. He had enough. If you think about it, the moment that Chris Benoit stuff happened, it was really tough on him for a moment, and the steroid scandals and stuff. This was before all that stuff.
Right.
Okay? And he got Jimmy free and clear. Now, they finally said Jimmy did, but he wasn't able to stand trial because he had, his brain was going. There was a lot going. And then he passed away not too long after that.
So I really didn't even know what was going on. So it wasn't really just. I mean, it was kind of just for the family, but it was, and my heart goes out to that family. But, it's man, it seemed, it was so cut and dry, right? It was so cut and dry that right, being, it was a small town deal. I mean, just a bunch of people got paid off to make that go away.
Yeah.
And, I feel bad for that family and, that poor girl. And it kind of, it kind of marred my Superfly, you know.
Yeah, so a lot of times, people say, well, this is the guy. I
stardom
get it.
there.
But at the same time, there was other people on there that said that they had known him to be abusive, not only to just Nancy, but his wife beforehand as well. So there's a lot of stuff out there. If you know something different, fine. Let us know. We're all willing to learn about stuff. But from what we can watch and what we saw and what we heard and the stuff we found out afterwards, Jim killed her. It's just the way it was.
Yeah, it was almost like, do I got anything I can do? Here, let me show you how this went down. I didn't do it. Yeah, that's basically Jimmy Snuka. That's basically that episode in a nutshell right there. I mean, that's crazy, man. That's just crazy. So, we're probably not going to spend a lot of time on this one. I gotta say,
we're just going to lead right to the point. Jimmy did it.
Yeah, Jimmy did it. I'm sorry, you did it, and it's not funny. I know
it's not funny at all.
It's not funny.
But it's our reaction that you can't watch that thing. We've watched it a couple times.
You can't take anything else
from it,
away from that. You know, they talk some good points about his career and stuff like that, and all those things. But that part of it just supersedes everything for me, and I can't get past that part of it. I don't think I ever will. So my heart goes out to the family.
Exactly.
You know, hopefully you ended up finding some sort of closure from it.
Until next time, guys, we are the Trauma Guys. I'm Lee.
I'm Fayaz.
And if you have any more, if you comment down below. Leave some comments. We want to know about
Tell us
things.
what's happening.
All right. So, and if anything else you want us to check out, please let us know. Until next time, later.